Guys, Matix2 back here today, and we're back with a brand new huge stack of Blu-ray update. Let's get into it.
Huge stack, huge stack.
So yeah, I've picked up a lot over the past couple of weeks since I last did my last huge stack of Blu-ray update. My last video was an unboxing, which I'll leave a link for here somewhere. And that was an unboxing of Frontiers, the French horror film. I watched that again the other day. Really enjoyed it actually. I will be showing it later on the update. So yeah, so wait to hear my thoughts on that one. But yeah, let's get started. So the first one I picked up was Land of Hope by Sion Sono. Haven't seen this for a very long time. I remember watching this probably seven years ago or something now, 6-7 years ago. I can't remember fully enjoying it. I did pick this up in CEX. It was fairly cheap, so I thought I'd grab it. But yeah, can't wait to watch this one again. I love Sion Sono's work, but this was the only one I think that underwhelmed me slightly, so I'm quite intrigued to watch it again. But yeah, so I've actually swapped out all of my cases now. I put an order in for some clear Blu-ray cases, so I've swapped out all my blue ones, so I've got all clear cases on the shelf now. I just find it looks a bit better. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this one again. I can't remember too much about it if I'm honest, but yeah, that's Land of Hope. Next one up is a film by Satoshi Miike. I watched this for the first time the other night, really enjoyed it. It's another third window title, and that is Adrift in Tokyo. Really enjoyed this one. A really slow burning sort of road movie, I guess, but it's more of a walking film. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one, really charming. Pretty emotional in some places as well, but you know, just a really charming, emotional story. Essentially about a guy that owes some money to some debt collectors, and the debt collector comes along and he says, look, I'll clear your debt if you come on this walk with me. And the story unravels throughout the film as to why he wants to take this walk. But it's a fantastic film. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. But yeah, Adrift in Tokyo. Really enjoyed this one. Next up, we've got a film by Robert Eggers. Watched this again for the first time the other night. I'd originally watched The Witch when it first came out. I really enjoyed that. And then I found out a few weeks ago that he also did The Lighthouse, which is coming up next. I really enjoyed that as well. So I decided to pick up his latest film, The Northman. Picked this up on the 4K version because I think it was $12.99 HMV. So I didn't think that was too bad. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. Great sort of Norse Viking film. Just a revenge story, which, you know, quite enjoy those films. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. Great cast, just a standard 2-disc edition. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. Can you see I really enjoyed it because I keep saying it. But yeah, great cast in this one as well. You've got Ethan Hawke, Nicole Kidman. Great little cameo by Willem Dafoe as well. So yeah, that's The Northman. So next up, as I said, we've got another film by Robert Eggers, and that is The Lighthouse. Of course, starring Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. Fantastic film. I really love this one. Really reminded me of Eraserhead in some senses. Just the atmosphere, and almost the atmosphere being another character in the film. Just absolutely blew me away. I watched it on Blu-ray, so I can't wait to check out the 4K version. This is the 4K set from Arrow Video. I'm sure most of you have already picked it up, but yeah, a fantastic set. Got obviously a nice full poster, booklet, and the Blu-ray itself, stacked with special features as well, so I can't wait to get into this one. Really looking forward to watching some of the special features on this to see how it was made, because it's shot so beautifully as well. Very weird and wonderful. Right up my alley. So yeah, fantastic film. Really enjoyed this. That's The Lighthouse. Next up, we've got a pick up from Vinted, a Brian De Palma film that I really love, and that is Carrie. I think I paid £14 for this, so a really good price. Obviously the limited edition version, which is quite far out of print. Yeah, love this film. Love Sissy Spacek in this. Fantastic film, as you all know. But yeah, great edition from Arrow as well. So chuffed to pick this up. I'm trying to build a little horror collection at the moment, ready for Halloween. So yeah, inside you've got obviously the booklet again. I think there's a poster. Yeah, another poster, and the Amaray. I've switched out the artwork on that one. So yeah, I really cannot wait to watch this one again. It's a film that I always seem to revisit every few years. So I'm looking forward to watching it again. As I say, trying to build up some films for Halloween. I've just also pre-ordered the 4K Hellraiser box set from Arrow as well. So looking forward to getting that. I think that's due out late October, so that'll be a good end to Halloween month. But yeah, so we've got Brian De Palma's Carrie. Next up, we've got a blind buy that I picked up in CX last week. I watched this for the first time the other night. It's a film by John Hillcoat. It's got a great cast in it. Got Guy Pearce, Ray Winston. Fantastic film, The Proposition. So this is an Australian Western, a fantastic film. Really, really love this one. So brutal, but you know, beautifully done. Again, another sort of revenge film, I guess. Essentially, there's a cop or bounty hunter hunting down these three brothers, and he tasks the one brother. You know, he gives him the option to save one brother, and if he kills another brother. So, a fantastic film. Really, really enjoy this one. As I say, it's pretty brutal. So if you're a bit squeamish, probably not one for you. But yeah, fantastic film. So I actually picked it up in CX. I actually went to the shelf, and this was on the shelf, and I thought it's a film that I really wanted to see, so I picked this up. Then when I went to the counter, I pulled out this, so I was like, brilliant. Yeah, really, really nice addition. I'm glad he pulled that out now, because it's a film that's definitely staying in the collection, and one that I will revisit in the future. But yeah, again, another one with, so again, you've got a booklet, a poster, and of course the Blu-ray itself. Now, what confused me about this one is there's two Blu-rays in here. There's obviously one for special features and one for the film. But on the side of this box set, it's got 4K Ultra HD. So I imagine there was a 4K version and a Blu-ray version. So I wonder if someone's done maybe a switcheroo with the 4K release and then not traded the box in, or traded the wrong one in maybe. I'm not sure, but chuffed it came with the box anyway, because it's a really nice addition. So yeah, that's John Hillcoat's The Proposition. So next up we've got a film by Xavier Gens. As I say, I did an unboxing of this on my channel last week, and that is Frontiers, the French horror film. So yeah, rewatched this again the other night for the first time in a long time, probably since I first watched it on DVD, probably 10, 12 years ago. Yeah, I found it dragged very slightly at the beginning. It was a bit more dated than I was expecting. Maybe it was more of a nostalgic feeling that I had for this film, I don't know. Probably not worth the £30 that it's charging for right now, so if you can pick it up later on down the line, if you're going to, I would. But yeah, it's a nice release altogether. You know, as I say, I did an unboxing last week, and you get art cards, booklet, and the Blu-ray. Yeah, it's a great film. Don't get me wrong. I just think maybe I had rose tinted glasses on. So it'd be interesting to see what some of the other films I watched back then are like now. For me, in that case anyway, like Martyrs and Switchblade Romance, and you know, all those sort of new French horror films that came out at that time. So yeah, that's Frontiers. Next up, we've got a CX pickup. I was in CX the other day about to buy one of the other Blu-rays on the shelf, but they couldn't find the discs. So I ended up having to order it online. And I saw this while I was in there and decided to grab it for my Robin Williams collection. And that is Awakenings. Love this film. Robert De Niro, of course, and Robin Williams. Fantastic drama film. I'm sure you've all seen it. That is Awakenings. Next up, we've got another CX pickup. Picked this up online at CX. I think this was £10, I want to say. And that is Paul Thomas Anderson's Punch Drunk Love, the Criterion. Yeah, love this film. I haven't seen it for a number of years, but I have seen it. Yeah, it's obviously starring Adam Sandler, Emily Watson, and of course Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, great film, great cast, and you know, the first film that I really think, you know, brought Adam Sandler's talents out, other than the cock and fart jokes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one at the time, so I'm looking forward to going back and revisiting this one. But yeah, great film. Really want to pick up Uncut Gems as well. Looking forward to rewatching that again. Love that film. So yeah, that's Punch Drunk Love. Next up, we have another Criterion. Again, pick this one up in CEX. One Car Wise, In the Mood for Love. Apologies if I've just butchered that name. Not entirely sure how to pronounce it. But yeah, haven't seen this one. Again, I think this was £18 in CEX. I looked at it in HMV and I think it was like 24, and I still had some vouchers at the time, so decided to pick this one up. It's a film that I've known about for a very long time. Haven't seen it. I've not delved into too much Hong Kong cinema, so this is something I wanted to rectify. I know Tony Lau, and you know, he's renowned as one of the great actors from there. So very much looking forward to watching this and dipping my toes into some other Asian cinema as well. I've got another box set coming up as well, which is next, which is a big purchase, but you know, one that I've wanted to dip my toes into for a very, very long time. So yeah, we've got In the Mood for Love. So next up, as promised, we have a monumental pickup. Saw this in CEX on my last trip when I picked up In the Mood for Love. Actually, I saw it on the shelf and I thought, I did not know that had a UK release. It's another Criterion release, and it's had a US big release, of course, for a number of years. But that is the Zatoichi, The Blind Swordsman Criterion set. So I picked this up for £80 in CX. I think on Amazon and sort of places at the moment it's about 150. So £70 off. Plus I already had the last of my vouchers. So in the end, I think this cost me like £30 cash. So I was very happy with that. But yeah, so Zatu Ichi box set. As I say, this is one that's completely out of my comfort zone. A film series that I've never looked into really. I've seen various unboxings over the years and people talk about it. But as I say, I've got pretty much no knowledge whatsoever on this. As I say, it's a lot of money, but at the same time, it didn't cost me a lot of money. So I'm very happy to take the risk, and if I don't like it, it's going to be worth what it's worth. But I'm pretty sure, after having looked at it now, that I am going to enjoy this. So very much looking forward to getting into this. There's way too much to go into, and there's much better unboxings online that I could do. But of course, you've got a huge book. A very detailed book, I assume, about the films and artwork from the films and stuff like that. Some stunning artwork in here. And obviously stuff about the films, I imagine. So yeah, we've got a really nice thick hardback book. And then we've got the digipack with all of the films. I believe there's also a TV series, but I don't believe that's included. So yeah, an absolutely stacked release. There's so much content on here, and I think for £80 from CX, that's still a steal, even if you're just paying it cash, to be honest. Especially if you love the films. So yeah, a monumental box set, and another, sort of Blu-ray that I've looked at for years, even back when I was collecting before, and thought I'd love to own that someday because I'd really like to check those out, but it was always, of course, so expensive to import from America. But yeah, stunning artwork on this. Really cannot wait to check this out. So yeah, that's Zatoichi, the Blind Swordsman. So next up we have David Lynch's Lost Highway. Picked this up in HMV. I've heard great things about this. One of David Lynch's weirder films that I've heard from some people. Cannot wait to get into this one. A great cast. Patricia Arquette and Bill Pullman, two great actors. Love Patricia Arquette from the Nightmare on Elm Street films. Obviously, Bill Pullman's a great actor. But yeah, can't wait to watch this one. Another one for the David Lynch collection that I'm building at the moment. Planning something quite extravagant with those series of films and TV shows and stuff. So yeah, look out for that one coming soon. But yeah, Lost Highway, cannot wait to watch this one. And running on with that theme, we have the Twin Peaks, The Entire Mystery, again from David Lynch. So I picked this up originally when I was last collecting, so probably around 5-6 years ago. I watched the first maybe season and a half. That's when I had to sell off. So then obviously the Blu-ray went. I never actually finished the show. So I've got tons and tons of stuff to watch on this. As I say, I've only watched the first sort of season, maybe a season and a half. And I've mostly forgot pretty much everything. So it's going to be almost going in fresh, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to start this tonight. As I say, there's something I've got planned coming up to do with David Lynch and a film series that I'm excited to start. So, but yeah, we've got the Twin Peaks, The Entire Mystery. This is just the standard digipack version. We'll pick up the nicer digipack version. This is the standard Amaray version. I will pick up the nicer digipack version in the future when I find it. But yeah, we've got Twin Peaks, The Entire Mystery. Okay, we're almost there now, I promise. Next up, we've actually got a gift from a very good friend of mine. James, thank you so much for this, mate. I opened this last week and I sent him a message to say thank you. He wanted my address to send me something, as a gift almost for coming back. He's a great friend. I've been to his a couple of times now. We've done a 24-hour movie marathon together, even though it's not quite complete. And we've also done East Asia Cinema Festival in London as well, where we watched The Handmaiden and the Vengeance trilogy. And that brings me swiftly on to this one. Is one that I didn't have in the collection already. And he was panicking because he thought I might add this, because of the rate I'm going. So he wanted to get this off quite quickly to me. And then it's Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden. What makes this extra special is that we obviously saw this together at the premiere, not premiere, but at the first one of the first showings in London. So it makes it extra special for me because it's a film we both really enjoyed together, and a film that I really needed to add. It was actually the last Park Chan-wook film that I needed for the collection for now. Anyway, I will pick up. There's some Park Chan-wooks in the CJ series that I'll be picking up, but other than that, I mean, it's complete now. I've got his Korean filmography at least, aside from his first two films which aren't released anywhere. So yeah, we've got The Handmaiden. This is the 2-disc special edition from Artificial Eye. So yeah, looking forward to really looking forward to watching this one again. So yeah, thank you, James. That is The Handmaiden. Again, running on with a Park Chan-wook theme, another plain archive to the collection, and the fourth copy of this film now in the collection. We have Park Chan-wook's Old Boy from Plain Archive. So yeah, couldn't not pick this up. It's a Plain Archive film that the edition is just so nice. Love this release, and it was one of my favourite releases back when I used to collect. So I couldn't not pick it up, despite me having the film 4 times now. But yeah, fantastic film, as you all know, and one of the staples of my channel. I'm sure we've all seen an unboxing of this before, but just quickly show you. So inside you've got obviously the art book, the purple amaret case, which I think is beautiful. Inside you've got an envelope with postcards and stuff like that, as well as the obviously 2 discs and the documentary Old Days. Yeah, Old Days. So yeah, if I do watch Old Boy again soon, which I'd plan to do a Park Chan-wook marathon. I've got a week coming off up soon, and that's some of the films I'd like to see. If I do watch any version of Old Boy, even though I've got the 4K, I will probably watch the plain archive version. But yeah, so another addition to the collection. That's Old Boy. And we're finally on to the last pickup. Again, this was from the same seller I picked up Old Boy from. It's a double pack of a plain archive release and a KD Media release, I believe. And this, I used to own this in the same edition, so I really wanted to pick this one back up. It is the double pack of The King of Pigs and The Fake. So I watched The Fake a number of years ago now, and I watched The Fake actually with James on our 24-hour movie marathon. Love both of these films. I've got some more of this director's films turning up in the next couple of days. I've got a huge Korean order coming in, probably the most amount I've ever ordered. Yeah, so I cannot wait to get that package in. We'll do a video on that next Friday. But yeah, love these films, and I really wanted to pick them back up. So it came in this nice hard box. Obviously, I've put them in the protectors. But yeah, so we have The Fake and The King of Pigs in the double pack. So you've got spine number 3 there, and obviously The Fake, which is in the plain archive. So this is everything I've picked up over the last 2 weeks. It's like crack is very Moorish. So yeah, this is everything I've picked up over the last 2 weeks. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please comment a lot down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.